Hello everyone. Today I'm here in an unfortunate position as I have to share with you some very negative news that I've tried to keep under wraps for a very long time, but now need to be exposed immediately. Following the horrible events I've had to endure over the course of this last year, I've fallen in a deep state of depression that is costing me my physical health in addition to my mind's. And this condition has deprived me of all desire to do anything. As a consequence, my desire to play League has diminished to nearly zero. I only play as long as someone I can trust is playing with me, and even then my enjoyment is dampened and my attitude is unstable. I do it only not to be alone, as League is a means of interaction with most people I know. This implies that no content can be made while I'm in this state. In other words, I'm going to be taking a break, a real and announced one, this time from publishing content on YouTube and Twitch. I initially planned to make a video log to explain what's been happening, but I'm no longer comfortable showing myself online, at least not until I recover. I'm going to try and explain my background to earn better understanding from you guys on why I would dare disappear again on you, disappointing you again. So if you're interested, keep listening. You can otherwise leave with my thanks for listening so far, and the following promise: I'm gonna do my best to recover. Most of you probably know that my father died on September 2017. Apart from the immense pain I had to endure as a son losing his parent, I had to unfortunately take his place on a number of familiar matters due to being his oldest son. This amount of responsibilities added up to my sorrow and made it considerably harder to study and proceed on my path towards my bachelor's degree in informatics engineering. I had promised my father I'd make it within the 3 years' time, which is considered record-worthy in my country due to the difficulty of the studies, and I wanted to keep the promise whatever the cost. I did it. To do so, I had to bury my feelings deep within myself and ignore them. After achieving that objective, my plan was to continue pursuing my studies towards a master's, with my thought process being studying only has worked so far. So let's keep at it. But my mind has collapsed under the pressure of all that happened. In a figure of speech, I delayed my bill for a long time, and each day of ignoring my despair has made it more and more expensive on my health. When it finally arrived, it took most of it away. As a consequence, my master's studies took a colossal hit. The first and only exam I've attempted so far has already failed twice, and each failure saddened me further, making things worse. The friends I study with have all continued their studies normally so far, and I'm being slowly left behind. So my studies aren't a viable solution to keep my mind positive anymore, and I feel like trash. Within the last few months, I also had a relationship with Ness, a woman I met through Discord itself about a year ago. We had many good moments, both online and in real life. But sadly, all that remains now is that now that she broke up with me is sorrow over the reasons she did, and most importantly, the way she did. I will not go into detail because she isn't here to discuss and give you guys her point of view. But what you need to know to connect this event with everything I said so far is that she chose to leave me on her terms, blocking me across all socials. I had hoped that our relationship could be a good escape, a refuge from all the negative feelings I have to live with since things started falling apart. I felt like trash prior to this relationship, and since the way she ended it on her own terms is nothing short of treating me like the very trash that I've been feeling like, what this relationship amounts to in the end is just another disappointment that fuels my pain and insecurities and adds itself on top of an already tall pile of problems. As of today, I don't see any solution. My studies have become impossible to deal with due to lack of concentration and focus. My familiar situation is and forever will be shaken by the death of its most important member. My appetite is lost, and as a consequence, my body is just withering away, even though I force myself to eat 3 times a day every day of my life, which is nightmarish. I feel ashamed, weak, and inadequate in my every form of interaction with people online and IRL, and the hobbies and passions I had before falling in this state have no positive effect on me whatsoever. It's like I don't like any of them anymore. Things I loved a few months back are annoying and useless to me now. I did have suicidal thoughts over the last weeks, but so far they've remained thoughts, silenced by the fact that I know there's people around me, IRL and online, who would suffer to such an action. To add to that, I'm 22 years old, and even though many of my dreams have been somehow crushed over the last year, I feel like I have a right to hope that some can still come true. So I will try to recover. I don't know how I'll do it. I have received inputs and suggestions already, and I welcome any form of support as usual. But at the end of the day, I need to act myself, and believe me, taking action is extremely hard. I'm stuck and I don't know how I'll free myself yet. I'll work to find a way, and when I do, I'll let you guys know. Until then, I'll be around my Discord server still, so don't worry, I won't completely disappear. Thanks for spending so much time listening to me. Thanks for all the support you've given me so far. I'm gonna do my best to return.